Okay, so this is going to be part 2 of building the chicken coop. Now that I've had the framework somewhat set up, I took it all down because I want to lay down some wire along the perimeter just to keep the predators out. So this is what we're going to use. Okay, it's 3 feet by 50 feet, and we're going to lay that on the ground, keep the critters out. I do have my equipment with me. I have my saw for cutting the 2x4s. I got all my equipment in the back here that I need. And then over here, because we're out in the field here, I need my generator for power. So I got my generator here. Oh, look at this. You know, a little family building a home there. That's not good. I'll have to clean that out. Alright, and I have my compressor here for my staple gun. Got the tractor. Alright, so we're going to drag these walls out of the way, and then we're going to lay down this floor, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So we unrolled the wire. You want to do it kind of face down and kind of step on it as you go in, so that way it flattens it out, because it's going to want to keep curling up. I just got to measure out how long. Well, so actually it's going to be 3 feet wide, I believe. Let me just double check. It's 3 feet wide, so we're going to have to go 3 feet beyond. So when I run the strip this way, it'll overlap. Alright, so let me get this first piece cut. Okay, so we got our 3 foot mark measured out, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut across here, but we're going to cut it so that we have these legs sticking out, and I'll show you what those are going to be for. Alright, so I've pulled the rocks back, the pavers, and you can see the line where they sat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screen, I'm going to push it over to that line, but I'm going to bend it up in an L so that way I can attach it to the back of the boards. So I'll show you how I did that. I'm going to actually use a 2x4 laid on there, and I'll just grab the fence and pull it up to make a nice straight line there. Okay, so what I've done is I've laid the screen down, I've put the pavers on top of it, and then I've bent up the back side of it, so when I put the boards, I can have something to staple to, and this way it'll keep any critters from digging down underneath. Usually when they come to dig, they'll come right up to the end here and start digging there, so it gives a good protective barrier. Alright, so I'm going to run another strip down the back side and then the side ones, and I'll show you that once it's complete. Okay, so the little tabs that I left hanging over, we're going to use those to wrap around the two pieces to keep them together. Just make sure you point them down when you're done, so that way you're not stabbing your foot if you're walking around here barefooted. Alright, so we'll secure all the 4 corners, and then that'll be all set. Alright, so at this point I have all the sides back up. We got them all joined together, screwed together, and along the bottom I have the wire that I just installed on the ground. I have it folded up, so I'm going to take my staple gun and just staple that all the way around just to hold it. It is underneath the bricks also, so there's no way they're going to pull it out. It's stapled, and it's all the weight of it is sitting on the bricks, so this is going to be a good barrier. So I'll get that all stapled up, and then we'll move on to the next step. What I used to staple the wire down was this Arrow pneumatic stapler that I got from Home Depot. I think it was only like 35 bucks or something, but I tell you what, it works great. Didn't hiccup once, drove them in nice and deep, and you don't have to oil it. Tell you what, great time saver. I can use it on a lot of different projects. My wife's got some chairs she wants to reupholster, can use it for that. takes all the standard T50 staples, anything from 1/4 inch to 9/16. You can see the scale here. Yeah, if you got any kind of stapling jobs to do, I recommend it. It's a very good tool. So the next step is cutting the rafters for the roof. It's going to be like this. I already have the angles cut. I'm going to notch it for the top, and then I got to cut some slots for the cross beams. So we'll go over to the table saw and take care of this over there. Alright, so I got the dado stack on the table saw, and we'll make quicker work of this instead of using just a regular blade that took forever. So we're basically notching this out so that we can put these long beams across the rafters. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop all those out and get them installed on the top of the coop. Alright, so we're going to take the one I just cut and we're going to mark the next board. That way all the beams will be lined up in the same spot. So I have those all cut out. I just got to do about a dozen more of those, and then I'll get them installed. Alright guys, it's about enough for today. It's about 100 degrees out here today. Pretty hot. So we got the wire down. I got the base for the coop with some extra supports on the corners. And then we got the rafters set up. I got to finish putting the cross beams in. It's just getting too hot today to finish it, so. Alright, so that's part 2 of the build. And it's my only day off, so I'm going to go in, cool off a little bit, relax. I got to go back to work tomorrow. And continue with part 3 next weekend. Alright guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, give a like, give a share, and I will catch you on the next one.